Maker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Arctic Wolf 315 TBH8. This is an awesome family model. You have the big super slide with the trifold sofa and dinette, triple bunks in the back, and it's a bath and a half floor plan. Let's start off right over here on the kitchen. You'll see you kind of have the almost L-shaped kitchen right here. One of the things I really do like about the Cherokee Arctic Wolf here is the sink itself. They have this stainless steel apron front sink. You can take a look at that. I love that it has the apron front on here. Kind of gives that, residential look and feel to it. You'll also see the high-rise faucet, and it does have the sink top cover, so that way you can use all of this as prep space. You can do the same thing right over here with the cooktop. It has the glass cover on there. It just folds up and back just like so to get to those 3 burners. Right underneath that, you'll see the knobs. They do light up. You can turn them off if you so choose. A button right there makes it nice and easy. And then underneath is your oven. You'll also see some storage underneath here. Right there underneath the sink, you have maybe enough room for a small trash can. It has to be pretty thin, but you might be able to sneak one in there. And then 2 full extension ball bearing drawers there, so you have a spot for your flatware and any other utensils you want to put down there. Up top here, a couple different things. You'll see if you look all the way up top, you have blue accent lighting all the way around this camper. You can turn that off if you don't want it on, but at night you want to turn it on. Just kind of creates a cool little ambiance in the living area here. Opening this up, it has fluted glass on there, big brushed nickel pulls. Great storage space. The top is a little bit tough to reach. It's pretty common in fifth wheels. They did go all the way up to the top there. So you'll probably want a little step stool to reach the top shelf. The bottom ones, though, are quite easy to get to. A little bit of storage there above the microwave as well. Stainless microwave, and your hood, of course, that has a light and a fan. Again, just kind of open it up to show you the space. They did put big storage space here above the refrigerator. And this particular floor plan does have the LG residential refrigerator with the dedicated inverter. You'll see plenty of space in here. You have the crisper drawer there for your fruits and veggies right down below. The freezing zone. So freezer on the bottom, refrigerator right up top. Let's make our way back a bit here. So as I mentioned, this one is a bath and a half. So your half bath is here. As you will see, you do have the second entrance, so you can just come in, do your business, and head right back out. This one also has your foot flush lever toilet. It is a little close to the wall for me. I'm fairly broad in the shoulders, and I'm rubbing on this wall a little bit. I wish they would have shifted it, a little bit more this way, but it is still definitely usable. Porcelain bowl, which I like, makes it a lot easier to clean, and it looks nicer for longer. There's also a heat vent down here, so that way if it's cold, you can stay a little bit warmer. Right over here is your sink top. I do like the fact they use the larger bowls. Now it's composite. Again, I would prefer porcelain or stainless, but the fact it is a very large bowl is great. That way as you're washing your hands and everything, makes it very simple. You don't have water splashing everywhere. You have access underneath, not really storage, but it does allow you to get into your plumbing. And then right up top, you have the big, fantastic vents. The control for it's right here behind the toilet. Again, that'll help keep things nice and cool in there. You can definitely get some airflow. Or, when you're all finished and you take care of business, you can turn that fan on. Stepping back into the bunk room, as I mentioned, this is a triple bunk. You have the raised bunk right over here, storage all the way underneath that. You can see a ton of great storage. Spot for a TV right there in the center. Window up above, window in the back. Your AC unit's located back here, as well as a couple LED lights. The AC unit, of course, is ducted. Right up top, again, a couple LED lights here. The top bunk, 300-pound capacity on this. That's pretty good. A lot of times the fold-up bunks, especially the smaller ones on this side, usually only have like 200. Underneath that bunk is your Jackknife Sofa. So it's super easy. Just fold it up and drop it down. You have armrests on both sides there. And if you take a look right underneath, you will also see large storage. So these aren't on any glides or anything, but they are good because they're so big. You have great storage there. In order to pull it out, you just kind of lift it up a little bit, and then you're able to pull it out just like so. So you have 3 of those, which really gives you a lot of storage for the kids' clothes. A lot of times that is lacking in a bunk model, but not the case here. You will also see that you have an electrical outlet right down there if you need to plug in phones, or maybe if you need to plug in a vacuum, might not be a bad spot for it there either. Over here to the side is the super slide. I do like the pattern they use. It's actually very similar to my shoes that I'm currently wearing. If you look, almost identical there. But So, again, I do like the pattern. I think they did a good job. The dinette itself can easily sit 4 people. I'll kind of sit in here just to give you an idea of space. Again, I'm fairly wide in the shoulders, plenty of room for 4 people to comfortably eat. This does drop down into a bed, not a huge bed, but it does create additional sleeping space. You have the light fixture right up top, as well as the wall sconce. Those, of course, match. Kind of has like a little bubble look to it. I don't know, kind of interesting. Windows all the way around the slide. In lieu of extra storage, they went with windows. So, the panoramic windows, so you get more light coming in. And then they have the roller shades on there too, which are really nice. They work really, really well. And instead of the black, they're beige. So, of course, they let in a little bit more light in the morning or during the day, but at night, it feels a lot more open. The black shades, for me anyway, tend to feel a little bit closed in. I showed you those big drawers in the back, but folks, take a look at the ones right here in the dinette. They're even longer. So again, same style, but just huge drawers right here. They really fully maximize that space underneath the dinette. Right over here is your trifold sofa. So, this is probably the main spot you'll sit if you are watching TV. It does fold out into a bed. If you have additional guests, 2 people can comfortably sleep here. And of course, if you want to watch TV, right here is where it goes. One of the things I do like that they did is they left a very large opening here for a TV. A lot of times it's really small, and if you're sitting in that dinette, you're not going to see a 24-inch TV. So I like that they did leave it a little bit bigger. Your hookups, of course, are here. A couple of USB ports. It does have a DVD player. I know that, it should be an HDMI cable, but, they did not use one in here, but still. Right there's your DVD player. Underneath is the fireplace, helps kick out some extra heat. I believe it's 5200 BTU on that one. And then right next to that, a little bit of additional storage as well as your fuse panel here. You can see your breaker panel is there too. And then you'll notice the storage all the way across the top. As we make our way up the steps here, you'll see a couple things. One, you have the BAL auto level right here. So that way, just touch a button, it'll level everything out for you, makes it super simple. In the event that you need some instructions, they do have those right there for you. Underneath that is your main control panel. You'll also see your thermostat right over here to the side, inverter control underneath that. You'll also notice they have a handrail built in, which is pretty handy. Making our way up the steps, we come into the bathroom. So a couple entrances and exits here, obviously one into the main living area. You have a door over to the bedroom right there. You also have an entrance right here, which is fantastic. If you're anything like me and you have to get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, this does make it very simple. Again, you have the big sink here in your full bath. You'll also see mirrored medicine cabinet up top, electrical outlet, of course. Underneath, just like the other one, a little bit of storage there, mainly just access to plumbing. Behind the door here is where the toilet is. So foot flush lever toilet. That is a porcelain bowl on here again, just like the other one. This one does have a little more room. And then over here's the neo-angle shower. So I'll take a step in here just to kind of give you an idea of height. So I'm 6 foot. As you can see, I have plenty of space, especially with the skylight. You're 6'5", 6'6". You can still probably shower in here without having to bend down. The doors are in a roller track, so when you open it up, the water goes right down the door into the shower pan instead of winding up on the floor. And then lastly, you have the slide here in the bedroom. It is a wardrobe slide, but part of that is dedicated to the bathroom itself here, and it kind of makes a nice linen closet. One of the things you'll notice right away when you step up into the master bedroom is the bed itself. You can see how it's kind of tilted up on an angle. And that's this control right here to operate that. Pretty simple and easy to use. It's kind of cool, if you want to read a book at night or want a better viewing angle to the TV, you can prop it up a little bit. Also, it makes it a little bit easier to get out of bed in the morning. You can see kind of the accent wall there, a couple lights as well. These, you can either have like the blue accent light, or if you click it again, it gives you a reading light. You have nightstands on both sides, electrical outlets, USB ports there as well. Directly behind me is the wardrobe, so you can see your hanging space right there. And then you will also have a bank of 4 drawers right here for any folded clothes. The accent light up top, again, you can turn that off if you so choose. Right here is second AC prep, so if you do want a second AC, it is already pre-wired for that. TV mount right over here with the appropriate connections right up top. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the Arctic Wolf 315 TBH-8. Starting off right up front here, of course, is your full fiberglass front cap. You'll also see you have LED lights inlaid right in there. And directly underneath is the MoreRide Orbital Hitch. This This is an awesome hitch system. With this one, you can actually achieve a 90-degree turn radius without having to get a slider hitch. If we take a look right inside here, right up front, you'll see a couple different things here. You see your control for your docking lights as well as your legs there. Inside, you will see a little bit of storage right up front. Over to the side here, of course, is the battery box. You can also see the inverter tucked away right over there. We can take a closer look when we go around to the side. Speaking of, let's go ahead and move right around here. Open this up. You will see that normally you'll have a propane tank here. You'll have two 30-pounders, one on this side, another one on the other side. Solar prep right outside of that. So if you want solar, simply buy portable panels, plug it in there, and it'll trickle charge your battery. If we take a look at the side storage, this is that side I was just telling you about. You can see it does basically go all the way through. You have a little bit of ductwork there, but they did tie it up top, so you kind of have all this bottom. The inverter is right over here. As I mentioned, that is dedicated for the refrigerator. Underneath, you have the leash latch, so you have a place to tie up your pets. And this one does have two entrances. Both entrances, as you can see, have the MORryde step above step system. It's a great step system on there. It does have the aluminum treads as well as the grip tape. So that way the aluminum tread doesn't rust. The grip tape helps give a little bit extra traction. You have the big grab handles here as well for that extra control. If you take a look right up above me, you will see the power awning. Touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go back in. It also has LED light strips there. Dropping down a little bit, you will see a hookup here for your TV, or the mount rather. The hookup's right underneath, electrical outlet, two outside speakers in case you want to listen to some music. And right underneath that are your aluminum wheels. The great thing about aluminum wheels, of course, is the fact that they stay looking great for years to come. They will not rust out on you. Black tank flush right over here to help wash out the black tank. Outside shower with hot and cold water access underneath that, and you can see the auto level jack underneath that yet. Second entrance right here, same MORryde steps. You'll also have the same grab handle, another leash latch right back here, so a couple different places for you to tie the pets up at. And then if we open up the back, this is the outside kitchen. So this is something that immediately draws your eye. You know, it's nice and big. The one side is a freezer, the other side a refrigerator. Personally, I wish it was a double fridge just because I think I would, utilize the space more. But, it does have a freezer there in case you want to throw a couple items in it. The light right there, some additional storage right over here to the side. Sink underneath, that is a high rise there. And then underneath that, you have this large tray. You also have a propane quick connect right down underneath, so if you need to plug in a grill, that's the place to do it. And said grill would mount right here. So you just pull the pin, swing this out and around, plug it in, you're good to go. Square tubular bumper there is a convenient spot to store your sewer hose, although I'd probably store it on this side, not near where my grill hooks up. You'll also see the spare tire with a cover. That, of course, helps keep it in good shape. And it's probably one of the easiest places to access a spare tire in any fifth wheel, right back here on the bumper. You take a look up top there, you will notice backup camera prep. So if you want a backup camera, having the prep makes it easier to install, meaning it will save you money on labor. Electrical hookup on this one is in between the two slides. Everything else is pretty much right up front here. You'll see cable and satellite inlet. Another black tank flush. If you recall, this one does have the two toilets. So you'll have two black tanks and a flush for each of those. Right down underneath that are your water inlets, fresh water inlet to fill your fresh tank up top, city water inlet right underneath that. Below you have termination. You will have one right up here with two of your tank valves. You will also have another termination in the back. Again, kind of in between the two slides. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Arctic Wolf 315 TBH-8. If you're interested in this fifth wheel and you would like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.